Alright guys, so it's a new day and we have some new leaks for Dokkan Battle courtesy of the French data miners. Now this info is only going to be probably, I don't know, like 10, 9, 8 hours early or something like that, because we should be getting a data download tonight, because tomorrow night is when the Gogeta Extreme Z Awakening and the next story event for the LR Kid Goku and Krillin, who seemingly is in the card. That stuff all comes out tomorrow night. So the data download should be tonight. Now, all of the info that the French data miners have given us has been accurate. There was definitely some misconceptions about some of the movie celebration stuff, right? But a lot of the stuff does appear to have been accurate that they've posted, so I fully have faith that what Team Dokkan tweeted out here, the passives for both AGL Kid Buu as well as STR Gogeta's Extreme Z Awakenings are indeed going to be completely correct. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So according to Team Dokkaner, STR Gogeta's passive is going to be attack and defense 77% plus an additional 7% attack, I believe, for every Rainbow Key Sphere Gogeta gets, and then he is effective against all types. So let's just talk about Gogeta first before we move into Kid Buu. So upon initial looking at that, I was like, okay. So he's easily better than Int Gogeta, but like, is he better than Janemba? I don't know. But the more I've given thought to it, the more I'm kind of like, oh boy, I really think STR Gogeta is going to be disgusting. Now, again, STR Gogeta is going to be easily better than Int Gogeta. I don't think it's going to take any rainbow orbs whatsoever to make STR Gogeta better. Here's why. So people might look at it and say, but Int Gogeta has 120% attack, STR Gogeta is only going to be getting 77% attack. How could STR Gogeta hit harder? Well, his attack is going to jump up to over 20,000, which is a monstrous number. Only a few select units in the game are over 20,000 attack, and they're all LRs pretty much at this point. I think the only unit in the game, I believe, that has 20,000 attack that's not an LR is this Broly. I think does peak above 20. No, he's just shy of it. Okay, so, well, there we go. I think STR Gogeta outside of LRs is going to be the only unit with 20,000 attack. So that's going to allow him to hit incredibly hard. Number two, Int Gogeta does not have a defensive buff. So STR Gogeta is going to be a lot more effective in nowadays environment, in Super Battle Road, Extreme Z Awakening, Dokkan Battlefield, all of those modes. STR Gogeta is going to be very, very effective in, both offensively and defensively. And then, of course, attacks effective against all types remains like one of the best passives you can have. It shows there's a stark contrast between the physical Broly and the AGL Blue Gogeta, because AGL Blue Gogeta, him and his team, they're just cutting through events. Nothing slows them down, whereas the Broly and the Broly team, that physical Broly himself, he doesn't, deal overwhelming damage really until he transforms. At that point, he gets to that level, but, so it takes a little bit for that Broly team to get going, whereas the Gogeta team, I would guess the Gogeta team is the fastest team in the game, and STR Gogeta is only going to make that more prevalent, right? Because, again, he is definitely going to be an increase and an upgrade over Int Gogeta. Now, one thing we don't know as of right now. So, Int Gogeta lowers attack and defense on super attack. When he first came out, that was such a big deal because barely any hero cards lowered attack. Now, lowering attack is a gimmick that is really, really, strong right now. Not new bosses, they don't really give them any, immunity to having their attack lowered, right? So units that have this right now are very, very effective. And then, of course, there are units like LR Goku and Frieza who get stronger based off the enemy having that lower attack. So this is really nice that Int Gogeta has this. Now, Team Dokkan does not mention if Int Gogeta does something on his passive. I would imagine he does. And if he raises attack or greatly raises attack, it's going to be ridiculous, because right now, I'm seeing some people say, yeah, Gogeta looks incredible, but I think Janemba might look a little better right now. if Gogeta gets some sort of attack buff on his super attack, that that's going to be crazy. And I really do think they probably will give him something rather than just leave it immense damage to enemy. He'll probably get some sort of extra little buff there. His links will not change. His 12 key multiplier will not change. But of course, those are both pretty good. Gogeta does only have 6 links. It would be very helpful if he had experienced fighters like Int Gogeta did. But, it is what it is, right? This Gogeta is already going to be stupid. Now, he gets an extra attack buff per rainbow orbs. This is a pretty easy thing to have done on his team, because he's on the Fusion and Movie Hero team. So, at this point, he's basically on one team, right? The Blue Gogeta team. You have 2 units. The newly released Super Saiyan Tech God Goku here, who now, considering on this team, this Movie Hero team, right? If we go over here, you have LR Gogeta, who, if you guys know, he gets a lot extra key per rainbow orb. 3 key per rainbow key sphere. So rainbow orbs are very important for LR, Goku and Vegeta Angel, LR Gogeta, to be able to get their 18 key super attack, right? So you have this Tech Super Saiyan God Goku who will change every type, entering into the turn, he would change all STR key spheres to rainbow, or entering into the turn, he'll change all physical key spheres to rainbow. That is huge, because what it's going to do is create random rainbow orbs all over the field. So just by running this Tech Super Saiyan God Goku, there is going to be an overabundance of rainbow key spheres. So both STR Gogeta and LR Gogeta will be capable of getting, all the extra attacking power they can get from rainbow orbs, right? And then this God Goku, he gives himself 3 keys, so it's not like he needs a lot of key, and he has defense, and he seals, so he is a perfect, 5th or 6th option on this Fusion/Movie Hero team. But then, even more so, we have the Super Saiyan Gotenks and Ghost units, who does the exact same thing, where he will change, some key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres. So if you run this guy and God Goku as floaters on the team, this is going to be the fastest team in the game. There's people out there who really, really underrate this card. This is a very good card. Not every card needs to have, 150% attack, 150% defense, craziness. This is an amazing sort of support unit who will really increase the amount of damage that STR Gogeta and LR Gogeta are going to be able to output. If you run a fusion team of Blue Gogeta plus STR Gogeta as a rotation, and then Blue Gogeta plus LR Gogeta as a rotation, and then you could run this guy as a floater, you run Tech God Goku as a floater, and then, I don't know, you could run maybe Pandel as a support type unit as a floater. You could do, LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, since so many of the units are going to have Over in a Flash. You could do LR Great Saiyan Man for the extra key, or you could even do Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who is a part of the, fusion actual category part. So you have many, many options for really strong units that you can go ahead and cycle in there. I'm not really too sure what the last unit output on the team will be, but I'm definitely going to be rocking a team with Gotenks, God Goku, and then, STR Gogeta, LR Gogeta. You're just going to fly through events, because most of them are effective against all types. They're going to be overflowing with ki. They all have defensive buffs and they can dodge. It's going to be a ridiculous team. Now with STR Gogeta's EZA, for a while I was saying, the one big advantage Broly's got is his team is better, but, I just don't see any way the Broly team is faster than the Fusion team. So, is Broly's team better? He's certainly got a larger roster, but at this point, I'm hesitant to call his team better. I feel like right now with this info that's released for Gogeta, a lot of people are going to underwhelm him a little bit, but then once we're able to use him, I think he is going to show that the king has returned. STR Gogeta, they did exactly what they needed to with his EZA. Once we have his stats, once we see if he maybe raised attack on super attack, he is going to be outstanding and overwhelming. Unfortunately, now Int Gogeta, falls into a role where, you know, he's still going to be really good for like Dokkan Battlefield, or, you know, depending on the situation, if you need like one more int type unit, you know, for like a category, like the super stage of Super Battle Road or something like that, you can still rock int Gogeta. But on a team where you could choose between int Gogeta and STR Gogeta, STR Gogeta is going to be the pick, seemingly like 9 times out of 10. He's very, very, very powerful at this point. So we don't need this, we don't need this, and we don't need this. Okay, so not just STR Gogeta, but we also got info for AGL Kid Buu. So he now heals, looks like 14% HP at the beginning of the turn, and then he gets 14% attack and 7% defense per Rainbow Key Sphere. So that will be the new addition to AGL Kid Buu. It seems like he's okay. 14% HP, I was hoping that maybe he would get like 20%. But, you know, they went kind of light on this AGL Kid Buu. You know, I'll test him out. I will definitely rainbow him. You know, I've rainbowed every other EZA unit in the game, and I'll sort of see how he does. But as of right now, I don't know. I mean, this is, you know, he's got a 130% 12 key multiplier. That's going to hurt him. Of course, he has the same problem that all Kid Buus do, in that he doesn't have a key link, so it'll be difficult for him to super attack, because I'm not seeing it say here that he gets extra key from key orbs, which would be, that would be very, very important for this AGL Kid Buu. If he also was getting an additional key per rainbow orb, I think that would make him a lot more effective. And especially if he's still going to be doing Supreme, which he probably will be, because some of those other units like STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku and stuff, they still do Supreme, right? So I don't know, man. We'll see how useful this AGL Kid Buu can be. I definitely think, you know, they're doing a good job of turning this, you know, this is what, one of the probably worst cards you could pull in the game right now, and they're making him at least decent. Like, you could definitely run him if you're a new player, you know, and you pull this guy, you know, he'll at least be able to help you out a little bit now. So there we go, guys. There is the EZA info for STR Gogeta and the AGL Kid Buu. Again, I highly encourage y'all to wait until we see this STR Gogeta in action before, like, we kind of downplay him, because I think he's going to be absolutely disgusting beyond belief. This is one of those things where maybe he doesn't look as busted on paper right away as some other units do, but I know for damn well the STR Gogeta is going to be returning to dominate. This is also good because it's a much needed buff for Super STR, which I really, really felt needed it. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of these two EZA units. Again, we should get the official info and data download tonight. So we'll be able to kind of gather more info at that time. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.